Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Jyoti Prakash and let's get into the video. First of all, let's look into Bank Nifty in weekly candle. After that, we will going to look into one day candle. And for taking any trade, we are going to look into 15-minute candle. Here you can see that in weekly candle, Bank Nifty makes sideways movement here, and it did not go up and neither did it go down, and you can assume it as some sideways market. And after that, if it, what will going to do next week, like if it's open flat or open gap up, and if it closes above 41,500 or 41,550, then we can assume it as some positive trend, and we can take it for buying, and we can expect it to reach out to 42,000, which will be highest level of Bank Nifty. And if it's open gap up and flat, you can take it for buying. For selling, it needs to closes below 41,000 or 40,900. After that, you can take it for selling, because you can see that for 2 weeks it made low for around 40,800, and if it closes below that in this week, then you can expect some negative trend here, and target will be around level 40,000. Okay, now let's look into one day candle chart. Here you can see that Bank Nifty almost goes sideways for almost 2 weeks, and it also makes movement, but you can see that in one day candle it trades around that zone, which is in between 41,600 to 40,900. It needs to closes above that for any positive trend, and if it opens gap down and closes below 41,000, then you can expect some selling pressure here, and your target will be, as I said, in one day candle you can set your target to 40,600, and for weekly candle your next target will be around level 40,000. And but if it closes above 41,500 or 600, then you can set your target to 42,000. And in one day candle tomorrow, you can take trade if it's open flat or open gap up, and if it closes above 40,000, 41,450, then you can take trade for buying, and your target will be high of that previous week, which is 40,000, 41,650. Okay, and now let's look into 15-minute candle. Here you can see that in 15-minute Bank Nifty so looks volatility to me, because here you can see that it goes up, goes down for almost 1 to 2 weeks, and if it closes above that zone, it will going to show some big movement for buying. If it closes below 41,000 or 41,900, then we can expect some selling pressure here. But tomorrow, if it's open flat or open gap up and continues to goes up, then you can take it for buying, and your target will be 41,650. Let's assume it's open above 14,650. That is the high of that candle, and if it opens above that, and you can, if it shows any positive movement there, then you can take trade for buying, and your target will be 41,800 first. Then next target will be 14,850. But if it shows any negative scenario by opening gap up, and if it shows any negative movement there, then you can take trade for selling by putting stop loss of high of that candle, and your target will be 41,450 first. Second target you can set to 40,300. And if market goes opens gap up, it may also happen that market opens gap down, and if it's open gap down and it shows any negative scenario, and if it closes below 14,900 and 14,800 and shows any negative scenario there, then you can expect some selling pressure here, and your target will be 14,800 first. Second target you can set to 40,600, and next target will be round level 40,400. Okay, and that is for Bank Nifty. Now let's look into Nifty weekly candle chart. Here you can see that in Nifty it looks positive to me more than Bank Nifty did not looks more positive, because in weekly candle, but Bank Nifty may go up if it closes above 41,500. But in Nifty it shows positive movement here, and you can see that for almost 4 to 5 weeks it made green candle, and we can expect some positive movement here for another 1 2 days. And if it opens flat and opens closes above 18,150, then you can take it for buying, and your target will be 18,000. Target will be 18,000 to 280 to 300 first. Secondary you can set to 18,500. But it needs to opens flat or opens gap up, and if it closes above 18,300 in between this week, then you can expect some good trend for positive movement here. And for negative, it needs to closes below 18,000 round level. After that, you can say take trade for any selling. And in one day candle, you can see that Nifty looks positive to move. If it's opens flat or open gap up, then you can expect some buying movement here, and your small target will be round level 18,200 first. Second target you can set to 18,252, round level 18,300. But if it's open, let's assume it's open gap down, and if it closes below 18,050, then you can take it for selling, and target will be 18,000. And if it closes below 18,000, then you can set your next target to 922 900. Okay, now let's look into 15-minute candle where we're going to take trade tomorrow. If it's open flat, open gap up, and open gap down. Here you can see that Nifty closes above that trend line also, and it may go up by opening flat or open gap up. You can take it for buying, as I said, on one day candle and weekly candle. But if it's, let's assume it's open above 18,200, or it's opens around 18,250, and if it shows any negative scenario there, then you can take it for selling, and your target will be round level 18,100 for second target you can set to 18,050. But it may happen that if OT opens gap up and shows positive intent there, by showing strong buying movement or showing any positive movement there, then you can take trade for buying, and stop loss will be low of that candle. Target will be 18,300 to 18,250. And if it's open gap down, we don't know what we're going to do tomorrow, and we don't know what global markets impacts Indian market. So if it, let's assume it's open gap down, and if it closes below 18,050, then you can take it for selling. If it shows any negative movement there, then our target will be round level 18,000 first. Second target you can set to 70,932 or 70,000 round level 900. But let's assume it's open gap down, and here you can see that previously it opens gap down and shows positive movement there. After that it continues goes up, and if let's assume it's another one, once again open gap down, and if it opens around 17,950 to 18,000, and if it shows any positive movement there, then you can take it for buying, and your target you can set to 18,050 to 18,100. That will be your target. Okay, and that's it for Bank Nifty and Nifty. Now let's look into Bank Nifty components. Basically, I am telling you to focus on these stocks, which is HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, SBI, Kotak Bank, Axis Bank, IndusInd Bank, because they have more weightage on Bank Nifty, and if you actually capture these stocks movement, then it will be easy for you to take trade for buying or selling in options, and that's why I am suggesting you to look into these components. Okay, and now let's look into HDFC Bank. Here you can see that in HDFC Bank it trades around level 1500. If it tomorrow if it opens flat or open gap down, and if it closes below, and if it trades below 1500, then you can take trade for selling, and your target will be 1495. Second target you can set to 1485. But if it's open gap up, and if it closes above 1505, or it sustains above 1500, then you can explore some buying scenario here, and the target will be 1510 to 1515. But you can assume it as some negative trend here if it closes below 1500 by opening flat or open gap down. And in ICICI Bank, here you can see that it did not closes below that round level, neither it goes up, and if it closes above 900, and if it closes above 920, then you can take it for buying, and if it closes below 900, then you can take it for selling. But in this scenario, I am expecting it to goes down if it's opens flat or open gap down, and if it trades below 900 round level, then you can take it for selling, and the target will be 890 first. Second target you can set to 880. But let's assume if it's open gap up, and if it closes above 920, and if it closes above 920, then you can expect some buying movement here, and your target will be 933. But it looks negative to me as my setup. And here you can see that this is SBI Bank, and it closes above that zone, which I already told you. If it closes above 585, then you can take trade for buying, and it also goes up and trades around 593. You can take trade for buying if it opens flat, and if it closes above 595, then your target you can set to 600 round level. And if it's open above 600 and shows any negative scenario there, then you can take trade for selling, and your target will be 595 first. Second target you can set to 590. And let's assume it's open gap down and it shows positive movement here in 1885 585, and if it shows buying movement from there, then you can also take it for buying, and your target will be 595. Now let's look into Kotak Bank. In Kotak Bank, it is almost 2 days for it closes around that round level 1900. If it's got goes down tomorrow by opening flat or open gap down, and if it closes below 1893, then you can expect some selling pressure on, and your target will be 1883 first. Second target you can set to 1872. For any buying scenario, it needs to closes above 1900 round level first, and also it needs to closes above 1910. After that, you can take it for buying. But if it shows any negative movement by opening flat or open gap down, then you can expect some selling pressure there. Let's look into Axis Bank. Here you can see that Axis Bank it opens a gap up and trades around that opening prices and did not goes down. And if it tomorrow, if the markets opens in between 860 or 880, then it also may show another sideways movement for 1 to 2 days. But if it closes below 860 tomorrow, then you can expect some selling pressure here, and target will be round level 850. For any buying, it needs to closes above 1875, and after that you can expect some buying pressure there. Now let's look into Industry Bank, which is our favorite stock because it did not goes up or neither it goes down for almost 2.5 weeks, and it trades around that zone, and now it shows some positive movement here. Here you can see that it made a W pattern here, and if it opens flat and closes above 1160, then you can expect some very good movement here, which will going to hit 1190 almost, and if it closes above 1160, you can expect some good positive movement here, and if it closes below 1140 by opening gap down, you can take it for selling, and the target will be 1120 to round level 1100. But it needs to close above that zone, or it needs to close below that zone. After then you can expect some good movement here, and it may happen that it opens around 1160 and shows negative movement there, and it continues to go down until 1160 1140, and that will be also good movement for us. But if it's open flat, it needs to go up if it's wanted to go up. Okay, and that's it for today, guys. If you like the video, you can subscribe my channel, you can share it, and thank you for watching my video. Bye bye everyone.